Well, quick tips. Phew. Hi, everyone. Sometimes I use iMovie alongside to create my videos. I've used it in the past to add soundtrack, like I did with Work from
What up,
Home
mmhmm
Cribs
cribs?
video.
This is Agene coming to you with my key light on full blast to
I also
eradicate
have
any
my
shadows. I
phone
still
camera
kept the
footage that's
IKEA
been
chair
sped
because
up
it
to
doesn't
get
have a
that
headrest
MTV
and it doesn't
Cribs
stick up, so
feel.
I still use it.
And I've used it before to add title cards with transitional effects. This is a short gift that I send out with my outreach emails. I like to use it for this one thing, prepping my video clips to be added to the presentation. I need iMovie to prep these video clips because I have these two main challenges when trying to add interesting and helpful video slides. Max file size for a media slide in Desktop is only 64 megabytes, and videos need to be short and crisp, not long and slow. My solution was to use iMovie to trim video clips to size and sometimes even speed them up. Let me show you some other real life examples. In my first quick tip using duplicate slides video, I speed up my screen recording in slide 14. I did this to bring the overall file size down and keep the video length close to 2 minutes. Here's another example where I used iMovie. In my Agene on Air episode 7, Make Better Intros video, I take intros from actual YouTube videos as real life examples. I obviously didn't need the whole video. In slide 46, I only have a 24-second clip of a 23-minute YouTube video, which was this. If you never used iMovie or similar video editing tools before, it can seem daunting, but it's fairly simple to learn and comes in very handy. I would love to quickly show you how I do it, and I hope you'll find it helpful. Oh, and one last thing before we begin. If there's iMovie for Mac, then there's Clipchamp for Windows 11. I'll be taking you through how I do things in both of these free apps. Okay, let's begin. First, I'll need a video file. I'll use a past screen recording on mine. You can see it right here. I'm trying to rush through all the things that I want to show on screen so that I could keep the video short and the file size down. It turned out to be a wasted effort because I took so many tries to get this right, um, and then it still turned out too long. So let's speed this clip a bit in iMovie. Okay, now that we have an MP4 file that we want to speed up, let's open up our iMovie right here. We go to our Finder, find our MP4 file, and drag and drop onto the project media area. Once it's been imported like that, we're gonna select it again and drag and drop below to the timeline. Timeline is where you edit and make changes. So that's the important part. Now we're ready to work on it. If you go over to the right hand side and move this slider, you'll be able to make the video clip longer and shorter just visually so that you could easily use your seeker to track through the frames of that video clip. We're going to want to speed up this clip. So have this clip selected in your timeline, right click, and then select Show Speed Editor. When you do that, you'll notice that there is a gray circle at the upper right hand corner of your clip now. You could left click and hold onto this gray circle. You'll have a stopwatch icon to let you know that you're changing the time and changing the speed. If you go to the left, it'll be faster. If you go to the right, it'll be slower. As you move it towards the left, making it faster, you'll get a rabbit icon over your clip, letting you know that it's been sped up. And conversely, if you go to the right hand side, you get a turtle icon letting you know that now it's been slowed down. Okay, we've sped this clip up. iMovie does a great job of telling you how much shorter the clip has gotten with this real-time change of the clip duration. Once you're happy with the edit, you can go ahead and watch a preview of it. You could hit the play button right there, and then this is the preview window where you could watch the entire video clip. It'll show you how much faster it's gotten. You can actually click on this full screen button right here to even make it full screen and get the full detail. Wow, okay, that's fast. I'm very happy with that. Once you're very happy with the changes, you're going to go to the upper right hand corner and click on the icon. That'll bring up a new menu where you could select export file. When you click on export file, take a good look at these options here. It's going to be important because you want to have a good resolution, you want to have good quality and compression to be fast, but you also want to keep an eye on the file size. It's an estimated file size, but it's a pretty close one. You want to adjust either the quality or the resolution to keep it low. Okay, once you're happy with everything you see here, go ahead and click next and give it a name. You'll see this circle icon that starts to fill up as it processes. Once it's completely full, it'll let you know that your export has finished. Okay, now that we successfully looked at how to speed up a clip in iMovie, let's take a look at what I did for my second example, where I split a clip into a smaller one. Here we are back in iMovie. We want to get rid of our previous project first. So go ahead and select all the clips in your timeline and press delete. Cool. Now we're going to go grab the YouTube MP4 file and drop it into our project media area. And one more time, we're going to drag and drop onto our timeline below so we can start editing. Excellent. You'll notice that as I move my cursor around within the timeline area below, you'll notice that the vertical seeker bar goes along with it. It helps you keep track of what frame of video clip you're on, but it also is an indicator to let you know that if you ever want to split a clip, it'll happen right there. So I find a suitable place in my video clip. I think it's right there. I right click and select split clip. You'll notice that there's also a keyboard shortcut. That's pretty convenient if you're trying to do a lot of different splits. It's Command B. In here, I do the right click option, but in the next one, I do the Command B. Just now, you just saw a clip being split one more time. We have three separate clips here as a result because we did two splits. We don't need these other two parts, so I'm going to delete them. I only want this intro part. I'm very happy with how this intro part looks in the preview. I'm going to click on the upper right hand corner and click export, and then bring up this menu one more time where I get to see the file size and on all of that. We're going to make sure everything looks great and go ahead and hit next and save onto our disk. All right, excellent. So we looked at both of the use cases that I like to commonly use iMovie for, speeding up a clip and splitting up a clip. Let's take a look at how this is done in Clipchamp. This is a free video editing app for Windows 11. It should be very similar to the step that you saw for Mac. First, start by opening Clipchamp, and just like before, we want to import your video file first to the project media area. Click on the import button that you find on the upper left-hand corner. Then, once you have it imported in the project media area, drag and drop the video to the timeline right below here. Click to highlight the clip that you want to speed up, then click on the Speed tab on the Property panel to the right. When you click on that, you'll get a speed selector, like so. You get to choose the speed of the highlighted clip in your timeline. If you speed a clip up, it'll get shorter and you'll see some gap in your timeline. You can click the gap removal button to merge your clips automatically and remove that gap. Like before, you can preview your edit right here with this play button, and then your preview will play over here. Once everything's satisfactory, click on the export button on the upper right hand corner and then click save to disk. See, that was fairly familiar, right? So is splitting up the clips in Clipchamp. Let's take a look at that next. First, highlight the clip that you want to split in your timeline. You can drag the vertical seeker bar to wherever you want it to split, just like we did with iMovie. You can split the clip with either the split button, as you see right here below me, or move the white seeker bar to the part that you want and tap S on your keyboard. Now we have a clip that's split into two. Deleting an unwanted clip will leave a blank space on your timeline, like this. Clicking on the trash can icon on your timeline to remove this blank space will automatically merge your clips together. All right, that was it. For almost all of my video needs, alone is enough. But if you need something extra, you can always recruit the help of tools like iMovie and Clipchamp and bring that back into presentation. As always, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.